Hi, I'm Sarah Quinn. I'm a clinical social worker and the Director of Crisis Response with Office on Mental Health, and I'd love to take a couple of minutes today to talk to you about how you might be feeling during these uncertain times. If you're a kid in the world today, you're probably having a lot of really big feelings. That's pretty normal. When we talk to kids all around in our community here in Harford County, across the United States, and even in the whole world, kids are experiencing a lot of things right now. Some of them are feeling really sad, they're feeling scared, they're unsure, angry, bored, lonely. These are just a few of the things you might be going through right now. So if you're one of these people who are maybe having some feelings right now, the good news is there are some things that we can do about it. The first thing is, think about who are the people who you can talk to and connect with during this time, and how can you do it? It might look a little bit different from how you used to do that. I know a lot of us are using computers or phones or finding other ways to connect with people. And think about who are the people that you can talk to. Your friends. Friends are great for talking to, but you also want to think about who are the trusted adults that I can share these feelings with. They may be able to get you some additional help if that's something that you need, like talking to a counselor or talking with someone at school, or maybe you're part of a faith community and you like to talk to a pastor. These are all great ways to connect with people. We also want to think about how can we take care of ourselves? What are the routines that we can set for ourselves that make us feel safe and comfortable? Like, how can we move our bodies more? And how can we get away from the screens for a little bit? How can we reduce the amount of time that we're spending thinking about all of these things that are really stressful? What are the things that we like to do? Do some of those things. Also, try to sleep, try to eat healthy foods, and try and look out for one another. One of the things that's really hard about living in a pandemic is you might feel like you really have no control. We want to think about what are the things that we do have control over. So it can be really scary to feel like you're part of something that even maybe some of the grown-ups around you don't understand that well, and you're not sure when it's going to end, and you're not even sure what's going on right now. Here are a few things that you can do. Tell grown-ups when you're scared, or when you're unsure, or when you have questions. Try and find a grown-up who can maybe help you to look and learn some of the things that you can do. There are lots of things you can't control. You can't control when this ends. You can't control when you get to go back to school. Those are grown-up decisions. But what you can control is how you keep yourself safe. So learn about washing your hands, wearing a mask, doing the little things that you can do to keep yourself safe and the people around you safe. So usually when kids are having big emotions, there's two main kinds of responses: an out big response or a closed response. When we have the big response, a lot of times that looks like us being angry. We might have behaviors that adults around us say, no, like we're shouting, we're throwing things, we're crying, and we don't even know why. We're just having a lot of big feelings and we don't know where to put them. Some of us, though, when we're having a hard time, go like this. And that's when we stop finding things that we used to find fun. We don't really want to talk. Maybe we're spending just tons of time up in our room by ourselves. The things we used to enjoy just aren't as much fun anymore. These are all things that might say to us, I think something's going on with me. I might need a little bit more help. Maybe you feel like you're actually doing okay, but you see someone around you who you think isn't having an easy time. It could be your brother or a friend, or maybe it's an adult. When you see someone in your family or in your friend circle who's having a hard time, it can be really confusing how to help and what to do. Remember, think about who are the trusted adults in your life who care about you and care about those people in your circle. Go talk to one of them. Ask questions and say you want to help. At that point, the helping grown-up can help that person to get connected to the resources and supports that they need. So earlier you heard me say that I was the Director of Crisis Response, and what in the world is that? Harford County has a really awesome system of crisis response for what we call mental health or behavioral health crises. That means when someone's having a really hard time and they don't have someone to help yet, like a counselor or a therapist or someone like that in their life, or maybe they even do, but they can't reach that person right now, there's always someone available to talk. We can help in a few ways. Harford Crisis Response under Office on Mental Health has a whole bunch of programs. The first thing that we have is a hotline. This is a number that operates 24 hours a day that anyone can call to get a little bit of help. The number is 1-800-NEXT-STEP or 410-874-0711. Anyone can call it. It's totally free, and you can talk to a counselor who can help you figure out maybe what the next steps should be to help you or someone in your family. We also have teams of counselors who will actually come out where you are. With the agreement of the grown-up in your life, that person can come out and help you at your house or at your school or other places in the community where you might be having a hard time. This is a really kind adult who wants to listen and wants to help and wants to get you connected to the things that are going to support you for a long time. So, what's my overall message for today? Well, it's two things. The first thing is, if you're not doing great right now, that's okay. It's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's a really brave thing to do. So please, if you need some help and you're not sure what to do next, call the number 1-800-NEXT-STEP or 410-874-0711, and someone's going to be on the other end of that phone to help.